Hey y'all, welcome back to the Mommy First podcast. Give her a second.
We're having a good time.
Where you're a mommy first.
And a baddie immediately after.
It's your girl, Danny the Icon.
It's typical fighter, typical Tana.
And it's your girl, Lila.
Yeah, yeah.
I should have said it's your girl. I'm tired of the right. Danny the Icon.
Well, let's get into some mommy stuff. Got it. How y'all been doing?
Oh, girl, we hanging in there.
Okay. Tell me how. How you hanging in there?
Girl. Well, I know personally. So I went to therapy, had my weekly therapy session, and my therapist had the audacity
Audacity, though.
to assign me some homework.
Girl.
I thought I was done.
Once
I got done with school, I thought I was done with homework, but no.
I didn't know
So
what
she
you
told
was
me,
doing.
she's like, for your homework this week, I have to decide if I want to set a boundary with people in my life and why. And so I was just basically like flabbergasted because I'm like, you want me to set a boundary with these people? How?
Yeah.
That ain't gonna work.
That's why she gave me homework.
All right. That's why she got homework.
She's like, she needs extra time with this.
And how's that homework going?
I mean, it's going. So I know that I want to set boundaries, and I know why I want to set boundaries now. Because she said that it did have to be for my sake.
Yeah.
Because I can easily tell you why I want to set a boundary and, throw it off on my son. Like, I want to do this because, it's for my child's sake.
Yeah.
But actually for me, it's totally different. And so I'm like,
oh, she good.
I know.
She got us therapy.
and I'm
I
like,
think about my boundaries for me.
so I was like, okay, yes, I do want to set these boundaries. And this is why I want to set these boundaries. But then, of course, because I'm an overthinker, I'm like, if I set these boundaries, like, what happens after? Because it's like, I know I want to set these boundaries and I know why. But it's like with this certain person, I know it's not going to go well. And so it's like, what comes after I set this boundary? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, for instance, setting a boundary with my mother. I know that my mom is, like, not, I love her to death. But she definitely deals in manipulation. So she's a master manipulator. And so it's like, if I set this boundary with her, it's like, ooh. Repercussions. And it's like, this ain't gonna work. She's not gonna go for this one. She's not gonna go for that.
So is your homework assignment?
And and I do feel like that's what I need, but it's
worry
like
about her, but it's worry about how you're
exactly.
feeling.
And so that's the thing, because it's like, I don't want, if I set that boundary, I don't want that to go negatively. And then the last thing that I have, because I know that my mom has health issues, it's like, I don't want that to be the last thing that we have, is this negative interaction because of this boundary, and then, I never see her again or something. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, whew, I don't know about this.
I think your therapist is trying to set up steps for you. So the part that you're worrying about it, I think y'all will address it, but first we gotta recognize if you want to do it and what that looks like, what that could look
And
like.
the next step could be you and your mama going to therapy together.
I mean, I feel you because
I have already brought it up to her about therapy, and she's like, I'm too old.
Y'all have to keep on bringing it up.
So it's like, I don't know. And I mean, I know that I told my mom that she has trauma, and of course, that trauma has kind of trickled down to us, and stuff like that. So I know that I realized that I have to do it for myself. And then I want to be better for my child, because that's what I had talked about last season, about that being my New Year's resolution, being better for my child. And so but I wasn't ready.
Right.
Was not ready for this homework.
Right.
So if you set a boundary with people that I don't really care whether they're in my life or not,
right on it.
It's easy.
Right.
I can do that.
Yeah.
But how do you set a boundary with your mother?
That's the tough one. And that's why you paying.
Why do you
Right.
how do you set
you
that?
paying her to tell you the easy thing to do.
How do you set
That's
that
what's the
boundary?
money. You know what to do.
With
Yeah.
your child's father. How do you set any of those boundaries with people that are important in your life? You get what I'm saying? And so I'm just like, whew. But yeah. So that's what I've been working on, and so I have discovered that I do want that boundary, and I do like why I want it for myself.
Well, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you still hanging in there with therapy, because I know it can get tough, and then even with them assigning homework, I'm proud that you're taking on this homework, because you could easily be like, fuck this, like doing this homework.
Yeah.
So that's good self-care.
That's good.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Think about yourself.
Thank you.
Be selfish. Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know how to do that. That's the thing, because I feel like
That's what you about to learn.
exactly, because I feel like I have such a big heart, and I do for people, and I don't get that reciprocity. But yeah, I could be intelligent when I want to be. No, but and I don't get that reciprocity, so it's like, I guess now I'm to the point where like I feel like I deserve it.
It's the era of Lala.
And so,
It's the era of Lala.
season.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
hey,
Yeah.
big Lila, not the little one.
Not the little one.
I'm the one, not the two. No. So that's my mama still got that moment for this episode. For this season, actually.
Right.
We're gonna be checking back in. We'll check
Right.
back in. Okay. Big dive in.
Cool.
What we got to talk about today, ladies? What's on the word?
So, the question on the street.
That was a good
Literally. Question on the street. Would you kill for your kids? That's the question on the street. And I am asking. And it's crazy because I actually heard a lot of people that say that they wouldn't. But I know me, personally, I go to war for my child.
Yeah.
So, what about you, ladies?
There was a video, and there was like the interview was asking moms, like, would you kill for your kids?
Yeah.
The amount of moms that were like had to pause or think about it, or
think about it,
or
yes.
say no, or say it depends. Like really, kind of that's an easy question.
Right.
It's automatically yes.
Exactly.
Like, and it depends on the situation. If I have to or not, it's like, damn, why you saying it like you have a problem doing it? Because there's no question. When I heard the question, I'm like, yeah.
Exactly.
Every mom's going to say yes. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So for some of them to say no or to have to think about it was like crazy to me.
Right. And even with that, it's like, it depends on the situation.
Ain't no depend on the situation.
What situation?
Ain't
because
on situation.
Any type of situation.
They went too deep. I think they went too. Well, would you kill for your kids? That's the
okay. Because when I thought about this topic, I have two parts of my brain: my logical brain and my instinct brain. My instinct brain, which is the one that kind of operates a lot of stuff. Yes, without a hesitation. Yes, I'm an overprotective person of anyone I love, so especially my kids, I'm jumping in there. But when my logical brain kicks in, that bows down to my emotions, I'm like, well, what's the other stuff that I'm trading in? And because I have more than one kid, if I was to react a certain way, depending on what the consequences are, say if I go to jail, then who's taking care of my other kids? And That's where all of that comes from for me.
I mean, I get that. I get that because, like, a lot of times, you know, there are situations where you are like, ooh, like, if I react, this could possibly cause me to go to jail.
But wasn't there a video?
That's what
that
I was saying.
that
I was trying to
So
find
yes,
her name.
so there was a lady on TikTok,
I
and
was gonna say into yours. Yeah, I think because when my mind directly goes to it, would I kill for my child to protect my child?
yeah,
I'm not going into it like, would I just kill somebody because my child said they were mean to them?
Right,
I wouldn't do that.
right.
But my mind directly goes, would you kill for your child if
Right.
my child is in danger?
because that's exactly
Yeah.
what the video.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what the video.
If my child, yeah.
So that's what the video was about. She was on TikTok, or it was a TikTok video, and she was saying that she was literally at like the Dollar Tree, and this guy came in, and he was like, "Excuse me, young king," you know, to her son, and he had like his beats on or whatever, but he still kind of moved over, because he was like, "Excuse me, young king," like again, and so the son kind of like moved over, but then like the guy literally kept saying it, and he's like,
sorry.
he's like,
Sorry.
I moved over for you, like, you know, I got out of your way, like,
Yeah.
what else do you want? And he was basically like harassing, you know, her child. And then he went out, he left out the store, and then came back, and he had like a bag on him, and he was like, where is that little nigga, where he at, where is he at, blah blah. And so he was like going around like in the different aisles looking for him. And so the mom was off in one aisle, the little boy was off in another aisle, and then like she had other children off in another aisle. They was all getting stuff that they wanted because she said that it was the day before Valentine's Day, so they was getting like their Valentine's, you know, and stuff like that for the next day. And she's like, she heard him, she heard that voice, like looking for her child. And he had this bag on, and so she was like, she kind of snuck to try to find her son, and she ended up seeing her other kids, and she was like, shh, don't say nothing. And so she got to the aisle where her son was, and he was, you know, that same man was in the aisle, and he was like, you know, just going off on the son again, and then he kind of act like he was getting ready to dig in his bag and like pull out, you know, a gun or something. And so she was like, she pulled out hers, and she was like, she put it up to his head, and she's like, you don't want to do this. Like, don't make me like hurt you right now, pretty much. And he's like, yeah, you got it. And like the store and all of that stuff, police, whatever, they ended up getting them. But she was like, I really don't want to blow your brains out in front of my children, but I will do that, like, if I have to, because you're not about to hurt my child. Like, you're not. And so, like, in that instance, like, I could feel that, because I'm like, what you not getting ready to do? You're not getting ready to hurt my child. In front of me?
That's where my mind goes.
In front of me? Absolutely not. Like, I would do everything. Like, I don't carry a weapon with me all the time or anything like that.
Do y'all have guns at all?
No, I don't.
Okay. You do? You carry yours around like everywhere? Okay. No.
And I mean, I have a taser and a knife, but I don't have like a gun. And so, like, but if I have to use whatever I have, or use
including my fist,
exactly, use whatever's around me, like, I will do that for my child, because I refuse to let you take my child's life,
or even
in front
wait
of me
for something to even happen. If it looks like, in that case with the woman and the guy looked like he was about to, I think my instinct would have been like, oh no, you got me. I don't even know what you getting out, but we're not even gonna find out.
And she like, she was like, you know, she was like very, very sad, and, you know, it was weighing on her really heavy, because she's like, you know, like, God really kind of showed himself in this situation, and allowed them to get him before she had to get him.
So was it confirmed that he did have a weapon on him?
Ooh, was it?
I don't know. I don't know if it was confirmed. She didn't say that. She just said he dug in his, like he was. So I'm not getting ready to wait for you to pull out a gun and point it to my child.
Right.
Like if you even look like it, because you came back with a bag. Why are you coming back with a?
Did she get in trouble? Did he get in trouble?
So he got, they took him, he got in trouble, but she didn't.
Okay.
Because I guess she was acting in, self-defense
Yeah.
of her child. And she said that the people at the Dollar Tree, she's like, I come in here all the time, they know me.
Mm-hmm.
So, they didn't do anything to her because they knew her.
Yeah.
They knew she don't come in and start no issues.
How old was
and
the
nothing.
son?
I believe she
what
said.
He looked like as far as age wise, if you could.
As far as age, I'm not sure. I want to say 9, but I'm not
She
even
didn't mention that.
sure.
Okay.
Like I think it's just a number that popped in my head.
Yeah, he seemed older.
Yeah.
It seemed like how he was interacting, seemed like he was older.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe even high school. But even if,
it don't matter what age.
Exactly.
You could be a grown ass man or woman.
If you're my seed,
yeah,
I'm going to protect you no matter what. Like, especially if you've done no wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't want my child out here, just wreaking havoc and, looking for trouble.
Yeah.
But if you're literally not doing anything, and that's what she said, she's like, he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Then I'm definitely going to protect my child.
So, in what situations do you carry your gun?
In what situations do I carry my
you said
gun?
you don't carry it all the time, so when do you carry it? Or do you just keep it at home?
I keep it at home.
Okay. So if something happens, like somebody
At home invasion or something like that. But I want to get to a point. Because actually, in all reality, I'm scared of guns. I'm scared of weapons.
Yeah.
I have a vivid imagination.
Me too.
I feel like something might happen, but I want to get over that because times is changing. It's getting crazy.
It is.
And I want to get to the point where I know how to handle a weapon, any weapon, including a gun, and I want my kids to know how to handle weapons, including a gun.
Because I don't know what I would do in that situation of the Amanda Young situation with that, like, because I don't have a gun. I don't carry a gun. Like, what would I do for my child? Like, what would I do in that situation? That's a scary thought about it.
I don't carry a gun, and I'm not scared of guns. I'm scared of me.
My best friend said the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
She says all the time about she don't want a gun. She's scared. She has to use it, so she don't want to. And she said she's the type she ain't gonna think. She's gonna just do it.
Exactly.
So she's scared of herself.
I'm scared of me, and it's not like I know I would never do anything to my child.
Right.
But if I feel threatened in the least, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So I'm scared of myself.
Even when you say threatening in the least, like what does that look like?
Like if I feel like you are putting me in a position to where I can't protect myself without it.
Mm.
So if you're coming at me and I know you're like 10 times bigger than I am, it's a wrap.
What about smaller? Ain't a threat.
If it's literally not a threat, if it's not a threat, I don't worry about it. If you're literally like
how Amanda Young, like how she was able to like sit there until somebody came and got him. Lyle was like, nah, his head's blown off. As soon as he looked like he about to pull down my child,
she was like, don't make me do this.
Yeah, and I'm
like, as soon as you put your hand in there,
pulling the trigger.
I'm not getting ready to give you.
I think I would be too. I'm scared of myself for that too. Yeah.
Like I'm not even getting ready to let you.
Cause I ain't give you the opportunity to knock my hand away, and then now we know you gone.
Exactly. Like I'm not gonna sit here and wonder if you really.
But
have
isn't that
something
where
in this
gun safety comes into play? Like
that's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask, how do you teach your kids about guns and gun safety, being that you have a gun in the house? Because I don't have a gun in the house. My baby daddy's a gun enthusiast. He is a gun.
Mine too.
My first time shooting a gun was with him because he was like, "Come on, let's go outside shoot this. Don't teach you how to shoot a gun." Like he has like big guns. I don't know this.
But he's familiar with all of that.
He's familiar with guns, so he, you know what I'm saying. So
because I heard when you take the class, they teach you how to, or at least they try to teach you how to assess the situation.
They do.
So you've been to a gun class?
I've been to a gun class.
I haven't.
You still scared?
Are you licensed?
Huh?
Are you licensed?
I'm not.
Okay. I was saying you went to class.
I've been to a class. I've been to like I've done the ranges, and stuff like that.
And in the backyard.
Because I know, and the only reason I've been to a class is because I know somebody that teaches the class.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I didn't actually pay to go to the class. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I've been to a class. I've been to like the ranges. I've learned how to shoot guns. I learned how to take them apart, clean them, stuff like that. I dealt with a guy that was military.
Yeah.
So all of that.
Yeah.
But I personally it's just the impulse. Me. Yeah, because it's like any time, like I do not play about anybody that plays with my child.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just.
So how do you teach gun safety? Because I have a two-parter. Me scared of myself and all that, but I'm really scared. And why I get scared about baby daddy having guns because he don't lock them in the safe.
Right.
Niggas don't lock guns in the safe for real. So I'm like, I get scared that my son's gonna get a hold of it, and like I don't want no accident.
Because you hear about those
all the time. People hear like it gets close to home too. Like I got mutual friends who have to happen to their child type stuff. So it's like that's what scares me. So like, how do y'all keep the gun safe? How do you teach gun safety with kids in the house?
Teach them,
How?
Well, yeah, Mr. I got guns around. How are you?
Take classes together.
But how are
the kids?
So like for me, my grandmother started taking me when I was about 8-9 years old.
Granny.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I still love it.
But you said 8 or 9.
Yeah, about 8 or 9 years old I was when I first started going. Literally, you just start seeing, you start learning. It's automatic. You ain't gotta think. When you young like that, adolescent, that's when you really locking into everything. You know what I mean?
What do you do about 7, 6, 5, 4?
Right.
I mean,
like, have you had that talk with Irene?
I mean, Irene done been to the range with me out Knob Creek.
I didn't know that.
Back, you know what I'm saying?
It's a spot, right?
Knob
Knob
Creek.
Creek.
Like the visual of the young kids being there.
Okay.
There's a girl who she's in Philadelphia, but have you heard Sprinkle of Jesus? Okay, but she was over that. But she was promoting a gun class, and like her promotional picture was like her holding her daughter holding a gun, and the class was for like moms and parents to come to. Like I think it was like bring your kids with you. Yeah. We're gonna talk about gun safety. But she got a lot of backlash about that because the way it promoted it was like you got guns around your baby and da. But I think what she was
she our color?
Yeah.
I think there's more backlash with our colors.
Yeah,
than
you
it
be
is
seeing
with
the other color kids.
Yeah, and
big guns,
and they be holding it.
Right, American.
Because they teach their kids at a young age. They teach them how to hunt. They teach them
all
of
okay
the gun
for them
safety.
to do it, but then we doing it.
They
think we about to start
it's
civil war.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
It is.
It's just about how we do it.
What do you mean?
Because like. I mean, teaching our kids about gun safety is one thing, but if we constantly exactly if Caucasian kids they see their parents hunting and they take their child with them to hunt and blah blah, so the kid knows, okay, well, this is the gun I use for hunting. This is what we hunt. We're hunting animals and stuff like that. We don't really teach our kids about gun safety. And if we do the opposite because we're out here just randomly killing people for no reason.
At least that's what's in the news.
Exactly.
But you think we teaching our kids?
We're not teaching
our kids that?
I mean, I don't know if they are or not. I don't know if they are or not. If they're not, yeah.
Like that's where it leads to.
We kind of have that thing of okay, oh well, I don't want to teach my son because I don't want my son to get a hold of a gun and blah blah. But not telling them is just as bad as is worse than telling them. Like teaching them how to handle a gun, teaching them when it's appropriate, when it's not. Making sure that guns are all always locked up, and stuff like that. But here we are, we still go home and we just randomly take the gun out, sit it on the table, then walk off, and the kid like, oh well, what's this? And start playing with it and then shoot themselves.
Yeah.
But I think because there was a guy that went viral because he was teaching his kids how to use guns to protect themselves. Like he would like do stuff like blindfold them so they know how to put the gun together no matter what situation. But he still got backlash for it. And that's when they start comparing them, like, well, you see these other cute little white kids at the gun shows, y'all ain't never said nothing about this. But y'all got a problem with him teaching his kids how to protect themselves.
Right.
I mean, reality is, like, we ain't hunting. Some do, we ain't hunting. So when we teach our kids about guns, we teach them to protect ourselves.
Yeah. Exactly. But what are we protecting? What are they protecting themselves from?
From the world.
From the world. People coming, niggas coming to Dollar Tree.
Exactly.
With bags.
So they're automatically teaching themselves, like their child, to protect themselves from other people, and so they're like.
So do you feel like it's a mixed message?
I feel like it is, because it's like if I'm teaching my son to protect himself from people.
I mean,
at what I don't know. When does it? Like when
can a child know when?
Yeah, when he.
Okay, I'm getting bullied at school,
I need to
or
protect
these
myself.
people are coming at me about to harm myself.
Like when do I know to protect myself? Like what measures of protection?
That's something we gotta teach.
Yeah.
I think it's something we gotta teach, but I just don't feel like because we're teaching our kids how to use a gun to protect themselves versus hunting doesn't make it a bad message that we're teaching our kids how to use a gun.
Right.
So the image is because these white kids, let's say what it is, these white kids are learning how to use a gun because they hunt animals, doesn't make it. They're painting like, oh, that's normal, that's fine. But we teach our kids how to use a gun safely, what situations to not use it, to protect ourselves. It's like, why are you teaching the kid how to use a gun like that? Why are you using? Because it's the same thought you have. Like, why are you teaching them how to kill another person? But it's like it's in us to teach them in these certain situations on how to do it. Like, I don't think there's something wrong with it.
What situation? That's the thing.
But I feel like even within that conversation of hunting, I feel like those parents are still teaching those white kids to protect yourself.
They still know how to use a gun if they do have to protect themselves. Yeah. Because there's a hunting aspect to it, don't make it any better. Because we don't hunt, our kids still should learn how to protect themselves if need be. That's something that we still should be teaching our kids. It shouldn't be looked at negatively if we're not doing a negative message.
At least with black people teaching our kids.
We're teaching our kids how to use a gun. It's on the parents to teach them like when to use and when not to do it. I can't say what situation is. I mean, I know the situation. I can't say how I'm gonna teach my son because I don't know I'm gonna teach my son. But I would definitely teach him in situations like the Amanda Young situation. If you gotta use your gun, like you know what I'm saying. If we in danger, you gotta learn how to use it. Because I'm gonna teach him not to use it in every situation just because he's mad. But I think we should be teaching our kids this and shouldn't be looked at negatively just because we're not teaching them how to kill animals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that's where like society needs to change, where it's like. You know, you can see somebody's actually teaching their kids for the right reason how to protect themselves because, you know, we target it. From our people, from other people, we just target in general. So, especially having young black boys. This is what could have been 9, but in the video he also said this ain't the first time somebody upped the gun on him. So they gonna see little black boys 9, 10, 16, 5. They gonna see them as a threat because they bigger. And black men seen as aggressive. So we always gonna have to be. We're gonna be targets. So we're gonna have to learn how to protect ourselves. We're gonna have to let them differentiate those situations. Like don't just go killing everybody because you know what I'm saying. But if you feel like you are in imminent danger, you need to protect yourself.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I mean, hope my baby daddy, because he's the gun person. But I don't know. I be thinking about trying to go and get a gun. Yeah. And get my license, whatever I need to do. It's Kentucky license thing. We don't have to have a license, do we?
Kentucky, you don't have a. You don't have a.
Yeah. Registered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm like. How do y'all teach guns? Is your gun in a safe?
You can have it concealed.
So my boyfriend's gun is in a safe. That's what I bought him for Christmas for his gun. But my gun is just hidden at the top of the closet, where I know the kids can't get it.
I saw a girl that did that. Somebody was knocking. She had like cameras in her house. Somebody was knocking on her door, and she had her little baby in her arm. She went to her closet, picked up the gun, and went to the door to see who it was. So she was making sure, but she had it like up high, and she got backlash for that. She's like, it's up high, like the baby's not gonna get it. But people are saying because it wasn't in a safe. But damn, what you gonna tell the intruder? Hold on.
Right.
25.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because, like, no lie, like, Caucasian people, like, they used to have that shit, like, hung on the wall.
Right.
Just go get the shotgun off the wall and boom.
Like,
yeah.
Like, it wasn't ever really locked up.
Right.
In safes.
Right.
Like, it was very, like, easily accessible.
Yeah. Right.
So,
I feel like it is a difference with black boys and black people and gun and stuff, but I definitely want my kids to know.
Yeah.
Regardless if they black and what everybody else says and whatever backlash, I want them to protect
I'm just
themselves.
waiting for the age.
I want to protect them.
Like, I just really want to know what age they really accept kids to go to the gun range, and then that's when
Is there an age?
Taking my child.
Right. Right.
What age?
I mean, as far as shooting,
5, 6?
No, when you took Irie.
He's only 5 now, so he was probably about 4.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like shooting.
As far as shooting, I'm not sure. I don't even know if there's an age. But they have waivers and stuff that you have to sign.
Right.
So it's like an under 16 type of thing.
Right.
On the waivers, you know what
right.
I'm saying? So I'm not sure if there's the definite.
Yeah.
Because I definitely want to teach my.
What age would you put a gun in Irie's hand?
He already
7,
has.
8. I'll let Irie like play around with like BB guns and stuff. Like I'll try.
You have?
That's another thing. You gotta know how to
What?
do that.
Exactly, that too.
Yeah.
That's what I be scared about. Because just I be trying to play with like little water guns and stuff.
Yeah.
I be trying to. So I be having those conversations with him because, like I said, his dad has guns.
Yeah.
And his dad don't lock his guns up.
Yeah.
So I try to teach him like difference. Like, this is what a real gun looks like. This is what a fake gun looks like. Even when he has a fake gun, like, don't shoot it at people. But it's hard with water guns. That's the point of water guns. So it's kind of like, it's weird. But it's like, it's hard to try to figure out that divide because we have toy guns. So, like, how to tell this gun is not a toy.
Are his toy guns colorful?
They are.
So I think it's the issue because they usually say that they try to make the play guns colorful and the toy, even the prop guns, they have like an orange piece on it or something like it to know that it's like a toy.
Yeah.
But whose kid is really looking? Oh, let me see if it's got an orange piece on it, so I know if it's real or not.
The police ain't even looking at it. That's how with Timmy Rice.
Exactly.
Because his gun was fake. Exactly. And they had the orange piece because they caught the car.
I know. I've told Irie with even the ones colorful ones. I say don't point it to your face.
Don't
point it away.
Yeah.
Just in case if he ever.
Yes. Especially those what are those? The
Nerf ones, yeah.
So one thing, those things hurt anyway.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd be like, don't point it at nobody's face, cause Kendrick, he'll be the first to, I'm gonna shoot you in the head. I'm like, excuse me, sir. Wait a minute.
No, yeah.
What are you watching? Cause what is this?
It's so scary today and age we live in that we have to think about this.
Yeah.
Think about getting a gun and then like as women have to have it and yeah, that's just different situations.
Yeah.
You want to always be prepared. It's like, dang, I don't want to ever have to use it. Like I said, I don't
Right.
want to have this situation. I don't want to ever have to do it.
Right.
But if it's behind my child, I'm gonna do whatever. I don't.
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying? I know who I would set up to take care of him if I need to. You know what I'm saying? Like that gotta go away.
Yeah.
But it's like, don't make me do that.
Yeah.
I couldn't on my conscience have like a body on my conscience.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see how y'all niggas that be killing people. Y'all
get it through life, like.
Cause how can you go through life know you killed one person, let alone
Right.
multiple? Like I would have so much grief. Even if it was like a self-defense thing, I would just be like, I took somebody's life. I ain't died.
Right.
Like how can I do that? So I pray that I never have to be in that type of situation, but it's our reality.
Me too.
Yeah.
Having black sons,
Yeah.
always seen as a threat.
And that's even what I'm scared of about having like because I keep saying that I want a daughter, but I'm like, if somebody like, I catch somebody trying to rape my daughter or something like that, it's automatic.
Yeah.
It's automatic.
Yeah.
And thinking twice about nothing.
Yeah.
Lord, but that is just what y'all think. Because it's a lie. It's crazy. Tell us what y'all think. Do y'all have guns in your house? Do y'all carry guns? Do y'all teach your kids gun safety? What age? Let us know if y'all
weapons or anything like that.
And if y'all actually have put a gun in your child's hand, shoot, what age is that? Like, what's the appropriate age for that? So, okay, we're going to the hot topic. I know we can talk about that for days. So I wanted to talk about hustle culture as it relates to kids. Because there's been a couple of things trending about, teaching your kids to hustle. So let's get to the first one about the woman who was teaching her daughter the wax game. The daughter was like, how old was she? Like 7, something like that?
So I feel like she was younger than that.
Yeah. She was 5. So the woman is a waxer, and she had posted about how she was teaching her kids generational wealth and passing their LLCs and teaching her child how to make money. And her way of doing it was teaching her daughter how to do Brazilian waxes. And she had like 20-something clients that she had her daughter assist her. were doing the wax, and she posted a video of the little girl with some woman's legs cocked open. The little girl, you can tell she's doing the wax or whatever, putting the wax on. And it got so much backlash. It was it was divided, which was crazy because some people were getting it. I get the message. The execution was terrible. The execution was terrible. Yes, teach your kids the game early because that's what a lot of these other cultures do when they be passing down. Like Vietnamese people, they teach their kids how to do nails early because that's what they pass down. Or just like different cultures teach their kids like how to do different things early. Like you see,
or family businesses.
Businesses. I've seen like the little Middle Eastern kids in the store with their parents and they learning the game. So I get that part, but it could have been a different hustle. That was like
so
inappropriate.
So hustles are off limit. There's hustles that are off limit.
No, yes, something like that deals with like somebody's private areas or something that's sensitive. She could talk to the little girl how to wax an armpit or a mustache or something like that.
Yeah, or like a vagina.
Is it because the little girl may not understand the parts?
No, it's just because you literally have a grown woman vagina all out in this 5-year-old's face, and she's literally waxing another woman's vagina hairs.
I think that's a lot for a little
that
girl.
Is.
You see different kind of vaginas could have different kind of smells. Different kind of that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot to see somebody's private area. Cause I wouldn't want my child seeing anybody's private area at all, let alone that much.
Right.
That was just kind of inappropriate.
So what age would have been appropriate?
Maybe if she was like 16.
Like a teenager.
Okay.
Something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe 16.
But shit, even then, I'm kind of like,
maybe. And then, but I say 16 because maybe like she's able to consent to that.
And there's different things she could have did. She could have did the setup and left the room. Like if you want to teach her how to do this hustle, teach her how to set up. Maybe, or if you want to teach her how to wax, teach her on like
appointments. She could have done appointments.
Yeah, you want to teach her, the skill. Like there's other ways to teach how to wax. I feel like I don't know how to wax. I've never been a waxer, but I just feel like it's kind of like the same thing. You learn how to put the wax on, and you learn how to rip it off.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I know different parts probably have different, policies and procedures. But like if you want to teach her how to do basic waxing,
right. The foundation.
But even
But
have y'all had a Brazilian?
Yes.
No.
Because they don't just
no.
They don't just
ever.
They don't
I try to do my own.
They don't just wax.
You starved yourself. The hell?
No.
Wow.
I heard it's wonders.
But they don't just
I thought about doing my own.
They don't just wax the vagina. They get in between, the butt cracks and all of that stuff. So I think most of the backlash that I saw was like they need to get the people that let her do it.
Yeah.
Because why are you okay?
Woman,
right.
Little girl put wax
why you let a 5-year-old wax your vagina?
Then wasn't it out there that the mom got charged?
She did.
Yeah, she did for child endangerment. That's
she did.
That's disgusting. That's nasty.
And they feel like
you could be exposing your child to somebody who likes kids.
Exactly.
They might be getting off on that. That's disgusting.
And they feel like the people that let her do it, they should get charged too.
Yeah, that's weird.
They said that?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They haven't gotten charged.
They haven't, but they feel like the people that let her do it should get charged too. Because that's nasty.
Like why you consent? Why was you okay with the girl doing that?
Yeah.
Little girl.
Baby, I'm walking out. Like what you got going on in here? That's
one thing. If I get on the table and I got my legs wide open and I see a 5-year-old,
no, I wouldn't want her in the room even watching, let alone assisting.
I probably want you doing it.
Right.
A 5-year-old?
It's already weird having you do it. That
exactly.
You a stranger. But it's like,
nah.
Yeah, that was weird. But I'm all for teaching your kids the game and teaching them different skills and techniques and things that make you money.
Right.
It's just like
because
build that foundation in levels.
Because we literally, like I don't know if y'all did, but we literally used to do that in school. We would have the Kool-Aid and the sugar and the Ziploc bags.
And that is the other,
selling.
Story topic.
Yeah.
So let's get into that one.
Yeah.
Because there was a little kid who was selling, what were they selling?
The little Takis.
Little
Takis. The blue Takis.
Yeah, and it had so the packaging was the issue.
The packaging, and how it was on Twitter, because she was like, this my daughter on her way to the trap.
Exactly.
I mean, school. I'm so proud of her.
Y'all be having, y'all be just right there. Y'all be having the right message, but y'all just
missed it by the
mark. Execution.
And this was a little black little girl, like,
right. Like, okay, you missed it. Yes, teach your kids how to hustle. We sold stuff in school.
Exactly.
Somebody knows somebody that sold something in school.
Right.
So the definitely teaching the hustle how to make your own money and get what you gotta do. But yeah, it was the presentation because it looked like a little druggish.
Exactly.
You don't want to teach your kids that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You got 5 talkies in a little bag, looking like a bag of marijuana or something like that.
Yeah, so she got a back.
And she had in the picture, she had the little bags around, and then the money right here.
Yeah, I thought it was money in the picture. I thought it was money in there too. Yeah. So are y'all 4 kids like hustling, selling stuff in school?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Emery wants to work so badly. And I'm trying to figure out, like, where can she work at? Because, you know, it's the age limit.
Actually, they getting ready to change that.
Well, they better hurry up.
I heard that they're about to change a lot of stuff to where kids can, I think, start at, like, 14?
Like, there's some places that kids are starting at 14. I know Wendy's. And,
I want younger.
They're trying to do something.
And it's not just me. Like, she wants her own money. Mm-hmm. And I'm
do allowance.
Yeah, I've been trying to get her to hustle with hair, so she's getting into hair. Mm-hmm. I've been trying to get her to do this like sticker business called knickknacks. Mm-hmm. I've been trying to,
my cousin sell them little gibbets for the Crocs.
Yeah,
she sells those. And she's in college, but she was selling like a high school.
I even told her because she said some people want her to do flyers for her, for them. And edit videos. I'm like,
I did that.
Yeah, I didn't charge. I should have charged. I be seeing on my going to my old Facebook pictures and stuff. I used to. You ever see the pictures where they be have like little quotes and little effects and stuff? Yeah. I used to do those for people at school. Man, if no one I would have charged for that.
You should have charged for that.
Oh my god, that's how I got so good. And I was looking at it like, dang, that's how I got so good like editing and graphics. I was doing that in like high school, middle school. People ask me like, "Hey, can you use this quote or use this song? Find the quote and put it with the effects and all that." Like I had requests, I had customers.
See, that's a hustle right there.
Yeah, if I have hustle, I have an idea for hustle. If I have a daughter. I've thought about that because it's a really cute idea. I got the name and everything. If I name my daughter this is gonna be the name of the business. So I gotta find one for Joe. I don't know what I would do for him. I might just try to make.
What's he like to do?
I said what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start setting up the freaking YouTube camera and have him be doing all these little plays because that's all he watches is the kids playing with other toys or the kids that's like role playing with the parents.
That's how Ryan, Ryan's girl. That's how they got started. All of them ZZ
That's
kids.
What he likes to do. He likes to role play and make games and stuff. I said I'm about to start recording him doing that with social media money. So that would be the thing at his age. But like when he gets older, if he finds something he likes to do, I'm gonna definitely encourage him.
He might end up being a gamer. I know Kendrick's into like games and stuff like that. So I'm like, look, you about to be a gamer, bro. Because we about to set you up on what is it called? Twitch?
Twitch, $1 million business. I said, hey, I got an idea for my nephew because he's a gamer too. I said, bro, he has my YouTube camera for I need to get him a camera because I have like a Best Buy credit card. I need to get him a camera because he's been asking for a YouTube camera. I'm about to set him up on Twitch, and we about to have this whole thing because they make millions. T. Grizzly, the rapper, said he made $1 million off of streaming on games.
Wow.
Maybe he does the games for fun. No, we about to set you up. Right. Like, you about to do this. I'll be your little guest. Right. We got a whole little, like, idea. Like, no, I'm about to get him set up for that.
Yeah.
I've been approved to stream on TikTok. I just don't know how to do it. I thought I would do it. That streaming money is money.
Yeah.
Or like the girl, Kai Cenat or whatever. That's how he got famous. He was, like, streaming video games. Now he at the All-Star game, playing in it.
Wow.
Celebrity All-Star game. At the dunk contest, like it's all like it's hustle culture.
Yeah, and personally, I wish my mama would have taught me a hustle.
Yes, I do too.
Because now, as a person who's like, I mean, I can figure out a hustle, but it's also a mentality.
Yeah,
and I feel like if you expose young, like it's rooted in your mentality. So I wish I had that. That's why I push it on my kids or introduce it to them.
And that's something I've been, because we were talking about it earlier, the leap I want to take. That a part of me, like, wrestling with it is like, dang, I went to school for 5 years, got all this money. When this something I could have did without even having to go to college.
Exactly.
So, like, I wish I would have had more focus on, like, what I really like to do or what I'm good at or things like that. younger, because most of pushed on like after school programs to get you into college and these different jobs. So that's the only like exposure I had to stuff like outside of school, which is like after school programs. Like I was like in like Achievers and Upper Bound and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But that's always school focused and not looking focused on like. I knew people in high school that was in her school, and now they top stylists in the city making really good money.
Right.
So things like I think I want to push my son. So would y'all be okay if y'all child didn't want to go to college? Yeah. Be child college educated.
Yeah.
I think that's the culture we have nowadays, honestly.
And I think it's because we've been to college and we know like the dream that they try to paint us is not it.
And my friends just sent me that there's a very high percentage of like people with master's degrees that work in jobs like retail or food service.
Yeah.
Because the job market is so hard and they don't really teach us. My friend was saying that she thinks the same way they like prepped us for college, like our junior senior year, they need to do that with college people. I think some degrees do, but all degrees don't do it. People in college, your last couple of years, they need to be focused on how to get a job into this field to make some good money because it's hard and the job market freaking sucks. So now people now are having 9-to-5 jobs needing a side hustle. I told y'all I work 2 jobs, like. And I'm still trying to find like a little hustle to make some extra money.
Exactly.
We about to start this Patreon to get some extra money, because it's hustle culture. So I'm all for, because people are making millions doing things that don't even require a college degree nowadays. Exactly. So if my child has something that he's good at and that he can really monetize, enjoy doing, where it doesn't feel like a job, something he's naturally good at and naturally likes to do, I'm definitely gonna push that. I'm not gonna have to go to college. But I think there's parents still nowadays that's kind of like.
There's a lot of parents that push the whole college narrative.
If I send my child to college, I would really want him to study abroad. I don't even want him to study in
over here.
Yeah,
not for real.
So I'm dead serious. So and then like I've been working like letting Kendrick help me like when I make like my shirts.
Yeah, and that's
so he helps me.
That's what the girls have been doing.
The only issue is I have an issue with monetizing stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll make stuff for people and then I don't charge them and then it's like I ain't making no money.
Coming out.
But I don't because I'm doing it for fun and so it's like just kind of like what you said, like once you start to monetize stuff, it's kind of like it's not fun anymore and then it feels more like a job.
Yeah.
So
I feel you.
Yeah.
But I did do some work this week.
The only thing I would would be like him going to college for the experience, because college is an experience that you. When I look back on college, I don't really care about my degree. I care about the fun I had, and the experience I had, and all the things I did outside of my degree. Because now I'm trying to pivot out of it.
From.
Yeah.
All the things that I did outside.
And that's how I learned what I was really good at, and like things I'm talented with, or things that I really could be doing. That's how I learned these different things. Was in college, not even in my schoolwork. It was from just interacting with people and learning different things, and I was tinkering with my spare time.
So it looks like there is certain hustles that are just big no-nos, especially depending on the age. But overall, we should be teaching our kids some type of hustle.
I think so,
or at least encouraging it.
Yeah, because there's no money in 9 to 5. Just being real. I know people don't like that, and I get it because everybody can't be an entrepreneur. Everybody can't be a hustler, but teaching your kids something. I had a friend who came to college knowing a lot about stocks because he had an uncle who taught him growing up. So now he has like a lot of money just in stocks that he can, whenever he wants, he just sell them and he's a millionaire because he knows the market. He learned it really young. So even if it's not, if you want your child to work a 9 to 5, teach them something on the side they can be doing, even if it's passive income.
So I don't know how, I didn't explore into this, so I don't know how fact-based it is, but I seen this video that was saying don't send your kid to college, or I don't support college because I guess this gangster, he fronted I guess one of the first educational institutes, because he made a statement saying he wants to produce a nation of workers.
I heard that before.
Yeah. So I don't know how that all falls into the whole thing.
I have heard that though. I don't know. I'm divided because we do need to be a nation of workers. We do. So it's kind of like.
So we do need the 9 to 5s.
Oh, we do need 9 to 5. No, we for sure. I ain't never doubt. As I say, everybody can't be entrepreneurs and hustlers. Yeah. But if you see those qualities in your child, you know what I'm saying? Or like I said, even if your child does want to be a 9 to 5, they do want to go to college and learn how. They want to become a doctor. They want to become an accountant or whatever they want to do. We're living in a time and age that if you really trying to make the money, 9 to 5 ain't getting it. So teach them something else, even if it's passive, even if it is stocks, or even if it is real estate, or that's why like my brother-in-law's a realtor. I know he's gonna pass that knowledge down to my nephew. Or there was a guy on the show that he was like a millionaire, but he got passed down the real estate game, and he was white, but he got passed down the game because his mom was a successful realtor, taught him. Now he's $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Got to teach our kids these different things. Even if you are the 9 to 5, there's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5, but still
it's not the only option.
It's not the only option, and there's more you could be doing. Like say if it's passive, if you want to make digital products are hot right now. If you want to teach your child how to do that, if your child is creative with editing, they could be an editor and do stuff like that, like stuff that they can do on the side to make them a little extra money. It's a little hustle we gotta teach our kids, because the other people, the other folks, they teaching their kids.
They teaching their kids. They teaching their kids.
So I guess how we look at it, they teaching their kids.
We're gonna be a little blade. Us black people need to teach our kids.
Teach our kids something. Something else, some worse. That's what Beyonce and Jay-Z doing.
Yep.
They teach their kids. They buying stuff they can pass down to their kids and help them get money.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is the time where we do our mommy moment, where we share a good or bad moment that we had, this past week or so. And so because we were on the topic of gun safety, with our child and stuff like that, my mommy moment is, I was actually going to the Newport Aquarium to get my son's preschool pass. And, of course, they asked that we bring the birth certificate, proof of, the child's age and stuff like that. So I went in my safe, because I have a safe where I, keep all of our, important documents, social security cards, birth certificates, passports, all that stuff. So, I went in my safe and, to get my son's birth certificate, and he said, "Mom, there's no gun in here." I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "There's no gun in here." What do you mean? Like, where did that come from? Who taught you? Because I know I haven't spoken with him yet about gun safety, and because I don't carry a gun, so I haven't talked to him about gun safety just yet, as far as like guns should be locked up in a safe, and stuff like that. So I do teach him about what's appropriate, like if you're playing with like a toy gun and stuff like that, but I haven't taught him about guns should be locked up in a safe and stuff like that. So I'm like, where did this come from?
Did you ask him?
And I asked him, I said, so I was like, what do you mean? Like, where did that come from? Where'd you learn that? And he's like, I don't know.
Classic answer.
Right. Of course you don't. And so I asked his dad, I said, Kendrick said this and blah, blah. He's like, what is he watching? Where did he learn that from? And I'm just like,
dang.
How am I supposed to know?
Right.
I don't know. So I'm asking you, because I know that his father, has guns and stuff like that. So I'm like, well, maybe he told him.
Right.
And he's like, pretty much like, no, like it didn't come from me. What's he watching? And I'm just like, I don't know. What is he watching?
Did it ever bother you that he knew it without you having that conversation with him?
It did. It bothered me, but it didn't. So I felt good that he knows about, guns supposed to be in a safe. Okay. But it bothered me because I don't know where he learned it.
Right. And it's like, what else is he learning?
Yeah. So I'm just like, who told him that?
Yeah.
Where's he learning that from?
Did you have a follow-up conversation about that?
I don't want, like, it scares me because I know he is around a lot of kids. Some might be exposed to that. So it's like, are they saying, like, if your mom has a safe, go look in her safe and go get her gun, like, because there's always something going on. There's like literally like TikTok challenges and stuff like that. Oh, go kill yourself. Go do this and go do. And I don't want him exposed to that.
Yeah.
And so it's just like I don't know where he got that from, but I'm glad that he knows that guns go in safes. But where is he getting that information?
Right.
So I think that's what disturbed me the most. So that was my main moment. I was just like, I don't know.
You can handle
what to do.
Will be thrown off.
I was very thrown off. Very.
Yeah.
I'm still thrown off.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because every time I look at him, I think, where did he learn that from?
So what was the conversation afterwards?
After I was just like, no, mommy's just getting, I told him everything that was in this safe.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is why I have this safe. Mm-hmm. This what's in here, blah blah. There are no guns. But I was like, if there ever was a gun, it would be in a safe place, locked up. Not necessarily this safe.
Right.
It would just be in a safe place.
Yeah.
Locked up. Because I don't want him to be, looking for this safe, oh, my mama got a gun in her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be in a safe place, locked up. Not necessarily here.
Yeah.
But somewhere. Right. And then I'm like, but mommy's not getting a gun. So you don't have to worry about that.
Gun's great. That's scary. Okay.
It is scary.
Yeah. We can go on into the take them kids outside.
Okay.
Talk about where we been with our kids. I told y'all last one. We been outside. The weather's getting warm. We've been outside. We've been getting active. So I told y'all before about the birthday parties we went to. Mm-hmm. But we also went to just things on our own accord. Well, one was a fundraiser for my nephew's school. They had a bowling, mom and son bowling night. Mm-hmm. So my sister invited us, so we went. I found out that I am raising a bowler. Like, my son knows how to bowl.
Okay.
I mean, a little kid bowl, but he knew what to do. Like, I was trying to help him. He I got it. He low-key about to get strikes and stuff. I mean, of course, they had the bumpers and the little thing, but still.
But he's bowled before, right?
And it kind of hit me like, oh, yeah, his dad's side, they're bowlers. Like,
okay.
They bowl. Like, black people love to bowl. But that's when my sister, the first date with his dad was actually bowling. So
that's who the fuck you married. I mean, who the fuck you had a kid by? Okay.
Yeah. So.
At least he's teaching your son something.
Right. He's gonna bowl. He's gonna be a master bowler. But yeah, he had a good time. He had a lot of fun. We spent money on the freaking claw machine. But my inner child was healed because as a kid, y'all know the claw machine. I could never get a toy out of it. I got one for him, and I was so happy.
Oh, see, that is a good feeling.
I could never get nothing out of that freaking claw machine. So I actually got him a toy out of it.
What'd you get?
It was like a little ball.
Okay.
So I tried to get my nephew. Well, he wanted one, so I tried to get him one. I couldn't get it.
So you pushed your luck.
It was a one-time thing. Right. But we went bowling, and then a couple days ago we went to the Yum Center because they started their family movie night. So we took the kids outside too.
Yeah.
They made a Super Mario Brothers movie, and I don't know.
It was interesting.
It looks like a series they do. This was the first one of the year. So I'm interested in seeing what they do in the future because it was kind of.
So do they do a series for all movies or they just do different kid things?
This is not the first time I heard about it, so I don't know how often they do it. But I think it's kids because I think it's the family movie night, so it's always gonna be like a family friendly movie.
I think they started doing I think the last two at the summer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple of them.
Okay.
Before, last year we just never went. It's the first time we went to one.
Okay. It's the first time I heard of it.
Yeah, it's the first one I've heard about, but it's family friendly movie, so it's not like they don't have an adult only one. It's always like a kid movie. And it was cool. It was a free event. That's why we went. Even though the food's expensive, and you gotta have something to eat.
Hella expensive. Oh my
God. I had popcorn. My son wanted a pretzel, and I got a drink. So it was like, we watched Mario a million times. So I don't know if that kind of played a part with it, but it was just kind of like we left early. My son, he ready to go. So I was happy because it was Friday, right?
Yeah.
So I was tired because it was after work, and they didn't turn off the lights in the beginning or at all. They did at one point, but it was like
still didn't give the ambience.
It didn't like in a movie, and I know at this arena they can turn off the lights.
Exactly.
I'm sure they do it for basketball games. So when they have the lights,
yeah.
I'm like, I know y'all know how to turn the lights out. the movie was like sped up at the beginning. The sound wasn't all that because it was a lot of people there, so it was like kids was talking, playing.
Yeah.
So I heard the kids playing more than I heard the movie.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't know if this was like, you know, just a bad night for them.
Maybe it was just because it was so many kids, and you know, some kids are scared of the dark. They couldn't have like any strobes. There might be kids that are, you know.
I don't know.
Just a little more.
Yeah.
Like. Maybe they know. I don't
know. It was very bright.
It was very bright. So it didn't even give me a feel like you're in a movie.
Exactly.
It kind of felt like we're just sitting at a stadium watching.
And I think that could have made the kids more energetic with the lights on.
Yeah, the lights was on.
Yeah,
so, they're still playing around.
Yeah.
So we left. We got in line at the end because the line for the Mario, and we didn't realize it was a line at first. My son got to cut the line and say hi to Mario. But then I look over and was like, long. Okay, we got no son. They looking at us like,
all right.
So when we left, the line was really short. So I'm like, okay, well, we can take a picture of Mario. Spider-Man was there. Girl, somebody came, made Spider-Man and Mario take a picture, and they was like, okay, wait to the kids. And they left. People still in line, and it was a really short line. So me and other people was like,
how they gonna do that? Right.
Like, the line was super freaking long.
It was
like,
super
really
long in the beginning, yeah.
To take a picture of Mario, like, you have a few people. Like, y'all can let them last a few more minutes to take a picture of Mario. Like, you wait till, like, in the middle of people waiting, and she didn't even say nothing. She just, like, had them wave, and they walked away. And I was like, okay, all right.
That's
that was that. Okay, let's leave.
She was tired.
Time for us to go. I guess. It was like, okay, whatever. So we left. But good experience. Glad we went.
I'm glad they have that for the city.
Yeah, something to take them kids outside, something to do. But I might go to next one, depending on what the movie is. So
if they play Shrek, I'm definitely there. That's my movie.
That's your movie? I can say I'm
Shrek?
going to show my son Shrek.
Okay.
I wasn't really a Shrek fan growing up.
You say you wasn't?
I heard how great it is. I think I'm gonna watch it.
I got my son into Shrek. He sings the song. And
I want to get my son.
So he loves all Shrek.
It's
nice. Okay, Shrek. All right, so we can go ahead and go into the Let It Out, where we get out whatever's on our mind, how we're feeling. If you, the viewers and listeners, have something you want to say, you can email us at mommyfirstpodcast@gmail.com. We can keep you anonymous. We can reveal. You can tell us your tea. We can give you advice, or you just say what you want to say, and we'll read it on the show. Okay. But somebody has something to let out.
I had something to let out.
All right.
Before I do, though, I'm gonna let out the fact that we supported.
All right, and y'all noticed that we've been giggly and extra loud. We a little tipsy.
That makes us good, girl.
Sequoia, thank girl. You got something going with this wine. Girl from Louisville, local wines called Koi. Is it called Koi wine?
Yes.
Koi.
Koi
wine collection.
We got the alluring sweet red.
Yes, so girl, you got something going with that. So go shop where, like I said, local. We like to shop. We like to support. We like to shop local. So if you want to support your business, let us know. Because we all about the city that we from.
These moms approve.
These moms approve. We do, because if y'all notice, we a little tipsy, so it's good. We didn't drink the whole bottle.
But part of my, other than that, part of my let it go is I am so tired. Well, I really got to think about this. But yeah, I'm so tired of being politically correct. To the point, like, my child's even corrected me. So, like, I was in the car one day telling my boyfriend about the new Usher CD. And there was a song on there that I thought was real good. Somebody next to you or something like that. But it has an Asian guy on the track. And so I was just like, listen to this song. It's really dope. And this guy that's singing, he's Asian. And we was like, you can't say that. You can't say he's Asian. I'm like, why? He's actually Asian. Why can't I? And I don't know where she was coming from, but it's to the point like everything is being corrected. You can't say nothing. And then as black people, we like to use descriptors. So sometimes it's just in our language. But I can see from her point of view where everything, you got to tiptoe around everything.
Yeah. You see, you can't say homeless no more.
Right.
I didn't see that.
You got to say unhoused.
Oh my God. It's getting on my nerves.
Right.
Like, I'm just trying to talk.
You can't say homeless. You gotta say unhoused. That was
when did this happen,
for me, girl? I don't know, but that was a tipping point for me. That's why I was like, okay, we are
doing way too much.
Like, okay,
Because my brain can't keep up. It really can. I'm still trying to learn a lot of stuff and then trying to correct all these things that I already learned. Like, because I know my heart. I'm not coming for people in any type of way.
What are you supposed to say if he's Asian? It's like you said he's Chinese and he could be any other kind of Asian country. You said Asian, which is the correct term.
I think because with the kids, I guess they feel like let's stay away from race altogether.
Right, it shouldn't even matter.
Yeah.
Asian person's
but it does.
Oh,
it does.
Why still did Asian matter?
Right. Because he sounded. He sound good as a.
He might have some soul.
He has some soul.
That's gonna shock you as Asian.
Like exactly. So why does it matter that he's Asian?
Because I've never heard of Asians to have soul
like
that.
I'm about to listen to the song now. Off the fact that he's Asian. You know what? So
his name is John Cook. Like he's pretty good, but like this whole political correct type of era for me, who's kind of in the middle, I'm just tired of it. I don't know what to do with it with my kids, but just let me talk. Let me talk how I want to talk, and just get to know me. I'm not really, that.
You don't mean no harm.
Don't mean no harm.
It ain't gonna come to time not meaning no harm. It don't be that deep.
It don't be that deep.
All right. I always finish my stuff. Y'all babysitting. Okay. Chuck. Damn, Tana. It's okay. We can wrap it up.
I had a lot more.
Okay. And with that, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Mommy First podcast.
Well, you're a mommy first.
And a baddie immediately after.